All over the United States, homebrew clubs meet to make, drink, and talk about beer. This is the Crude Brew Crew Homebrew Club out of Torrance, California. Welcome to our meeting.
Welcome to another episode of the Crude Brew Crew.
It's June.
It is June.
And this month we're brewing an Oktoberfest with Head Brewer Jeff.
This guy.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see him over there.
Him over there?
He's the one who's working. That's the head brewer.
And he's brewing a Oktoberfest. You already say that.
An Oktoberfest, yeah, I did say that. We overshot our strike water temperature, so we're trying to cool it down a little bit. But along with this beer, we're gonna try some great beers from New Glarus.
Glarus, Wisconsin.
I'm gonna talk about my trip that I made, all the breweries I stopped at.
Show you some slides. It's gonna be loads of fun.
Loads of fun, and yeah. So keep watching. Hey, and I'm here with Jeff, and this month we're doing an Oktoberfest, and Jeff is our head brewer. So why don't you talk about your beer?
Okay, this month we're doing an Oktoberfest. I stole Jamil's recipe, or we're copying it, cloning it, trying to follow as best we can. It starts off with a lot of, well, not very much malt. So only about a 20-pound grain bill for a 10-gallon batch. Most of it is Vienna. So about 16 pounds of Vienna. It also is going to be a lager beer. So we're going to try and chill it down about 45 degrees, and it's going to sit there for about 2 weeks, transfer into secondary, and go down to 35 for about 6 weeks. Another thing that's new to me is doing an infusion mash. We're starting out with a protein rest, and we're going to add hot water to raise the temperature of the mash, which is where we're at right now.
Now, was that protein rest intentional or unintentional?
No, it's part of the recipe. We're a shade off temperature-wise, so we'll see how it goes. There's not a lot of alteration using a system like this, so you go with it. And it won't be bad because these things happen within a range. If you don't nail your temperatures, it's okay. It's still going to be good. It may not be exact, but it'll still be good. And it's not a very hoppy beer. It's got about 4 ounces for the whole 10 gallons. They're actually added later in the boil. There is no 60-minute addition. So you get more character from them as opposed to the bitterness, so it's going to be a malty beer. That's kind of the idea. The idea is to make it a very malty, flavorful beer without a lot of bitterness and without a lot of fillingness.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Oktoberfest is that there's nice and bready. You know, I was thinking it was liquid bread.
Yeah, that's
German bread.
And this is the creme de la creme. When they came up with this recipe, it was the special one for celebrations and etc. And it just got so popular, they said, let's make it all the time. So, and that's where we are.
Exactly. We're at the protein rest right now, and in 30 minutes we'll be adding some water and bringing it up to our mash temperature, and we'll check back with you then. Matt and I are going to do one of our favorite parts, and that is we're going to try some new beer. And if you can tell from my glass and from my shirt, I visited New Glarus Brewery in Wisconsin, and I picked up some New Glarus beer. So we're going to try some of the, what's it called, Blacktop. It's a black IPA. So crack it open. Let's see what we got. Hey, if anyone else wants to try some, have an empty glass ready. Just a taste.
Just a taste.
Ooh, boy. I see a line forming behind you, Matt.
Oh, sorry. No one else? Okay. Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
That's not black IPA.
Yeah, there's something on the bottle about the difference in term for Cascadian Ale and
What classifies this as black IPA?
it's black and it's IPA.
Black.
And the hops aren't from wherever the area where Cascadian hops. Isn't that? I think that's what it is. Like if the hops are, I don't know. I'm talking out of my butt right now, but I thought that the Cascadian ones were the ones from like Oregon, Washington. I don't know. This is pretty good though.
It's good.
A little maltier than most
Grab
black
a cup.
IPAs.
Try this beer.
I don't know. Does it say what hops they use on there? Yeah,
It's not Cascade, so I don't know. It doesn't say, because that would be giving clean citrus pine hop notes. So you can deduce.
There's a lot of hops that do that.
Yeah, so it has a little thing here, but I'm not going to read it.
Matt can't read, so we're not going to go
There's
with
words on this thing.
that. Yeah.
Letters, and they're put together in sentences and stuff.
Well, hey, pass that beer off to someone, and let's
Yeah.
crack open another one.
Good, isn't it? New Glarus. Wisconsin. Make some freaking beer in Wisconsin.
Go ahead and grab a Two-Hearted. And if any of you didn't know, Matt and I, where we went to high school, was about 3 hours from New Glarus Brewery. So I went back on a visit a few weeks ago, and we went up, we drove 3 hours, and had a good time. Had a
Yeah,
lot
I've
of
never
fun.
been there, but my family lives near, close.
Do they?
Yeah,
Like within an hour?
I think so.
Cool.
Close.
We'll go grab another. Go
right.
grab the two-woman lager.
2 women.
Two-women lager. Let's see if Matt can handle it.
Never had 2 women before.
Not once, and
Not at once.
not in one bottle.
All right.
All right. Now this is a lager. Looks like an amberish lager.
2 women. I'm about to get into a 3-way right now.
Hey,
I thought it was funny.
anyone want to try some two-women lager? Oh, here we go.
What's this one?
This is a lager called Two Women Lager by New Glarus.
Called Dos Chicas.
And
Hey,
I'll tell you what. We were at the brewery. I went to the
I'll grab
brewery.
another one.
I went to the brewery. My mom was with me, and they have all these samples. And she got this one, and I tasted some of hers, and all of a sudden I realized that I should have tasted that one too. So that's why I brought some home with me.
Samples.
Hey,
All right, I'll try not to say any
Thank you very
stupid
much.
shit.
we know you can't help it, Matt.
2 women. There's some comely lasses on there.
Man, that's good. Bready.
So,
That's beautiful.
so no, why do
Hey,
they
look
call
at
it?
Look at the camera guy's got a
Oh.
cup out.
No, why do they call it 2 women?
Maybe 2 women brewed it.
4,000 years before Christ, Okay, I'm not going to read that.
Matt doesn't read it unless it's the caption for a photo.
Sumerian women created the divine drink of beer. Sumerian women. Oh, so they're saying Sumerian women created beer.
And the men drank it?
Sumerian women created the divine drink of beer. Viking women brewed in Norse society. European alewives were so successful as cottage brewers, they were taxed. Artisanal women lost their domination of the daily ritual of brewing during the Industrial Revolution. This is really boring bullshit. Beer, 2 women, it's good.
Yeah, I'm sure the people who designed that logo are happy to hear you call it bullshit.
Sorry. It seems like a lot of work went into the writing of this thing. Screed. This.
Yeah, I'm not editing it out. That's staying in full.
No.
That's staying in
You
full.
have to take that out.
No, this is really good though.
No, it's
this
an
is
excellent beer.
This is probably one of my favorites from New Glarus. I mean, the Spotted Cow,
Really
of course,
Clean lager, really delicious.
really good. The Spotted Cow is probably their most well known, and we're drinking that too. But I bought a case of that, and that's the common beer for tonight. But this stuff, I only got a little bit of it, so we're gonna try it in front of the camera, and it is good, really good. I need to move back east so I can get this thing
Thinking
more
about
often.
it?
Well, I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
When I taste the beer. Unfortunately, my job is here, so I'd be broke there.
He applied for a job at the New Glarus when he was in there. Apparently, they weren't looking for oil workers.
I guess. Well, hey, process workers, you know. Maybe I should call my cousin Dennis. My cousin Dennis is married to the daughter of the owners of New Glarus Brewery.
Calling a favor.
But I think he lives in the Bahamas or something, and I haven't seen him since I was about 10 years
We're
old.
going to edit all this stuff
So-
out. It's just a bunch of bullshit we're talking about right now.
So I don't think it would work. I don't think I have any pull there. Anyway, let's pull out that last one we got.
All right. Hey, guys, take this and pass it around and sample more of it.
This is the same one. We're gonna break out another one. It's and that one with that one.
Ooh,
Now it's a golden ale.
this looks special. This must have cost you a pretty penny, Noel.
Yeah, I don't remember. What's it? Does it have a name?
Style, golden ale, batch number, brewed, brewmaster's notes. Just, I'm gonna drink anyway. What? I can't read it, Noel.
It's scripty. Let me put this down.
Floral bouquet.
Yeah, it says
Blah,
bold,
blah, blah.
bold
Nobody cares.
floral bouquet sweeps forward. Yeah, this is really hard to read, huh? Well, it's a golden ale. We're gonna try it here.
Yeah, we are. Is this like from the back room collection of like?
Well, I asked
Special
when I was
beers.
there. I told the guy, I go, what do you guys have here that you can't normally get? And he pointed me to this.
Empty glass. What do we have here?
It's a golden ale by New Glarus.
Golden ale.
I have a golden ale too.
Golden ale. You're gonna taint the. Yeah, you gotta get rid of
Yeah,
that.
you don't want to contaminate. We don't want to contaminate, even though we drank the IPA first and then poured a lager on top of it.
I was only kidding.
Woo.
What is this? Belgium?
It's a Belgian golden.
Can you see that?
Wow.
It's high def.
What's the alcohol percentage?
7%.
That's nice.
It's like
You
it's fermenting.
You got some yeast floating in there. That's perfect.
Oh, really?
Got the little yeast. You got the yeast shot in the bottom.
It's like it's fermenting. It's
Oh.
It's alive.
It's alive.
Hey,
can't see that.
Steven from New Brew Thursday. I just watched your latest podcast, and that's how I know that you love the yeast shot. So I wish I could save this one for you because it's really good. Although I'm sure you probably had this one.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to New Glarus.
New Glarus. Great brewery.
Wow,
That's unique, huh?
that is unique.
There's a. They mentioned that floral flavor,
Yeah.
and that is the first thing I noticed.
Is that label like handwritten on it? Or?
Handwritten, reprinted.
made to look that
It looks.
way.
That's why I have a hard time. That's why I have a hard time reading it. Is because it's handwritten and
Alive. It says still fermenting. This bottle will continue to build carbonation until it explodes in
Here we go.
a violent cacophony of destruction.
Isn't that the name of a band?
I'm not so sure that's how that works.
I don't give a shit, man. I've never said it before. I've
I've
only read it.
Man, that is. It
It's
says
not
brewed
every
in
day that
2009, so it's got some time on it.
I would say something like that.
Why did that all?
I think it says bottled in 2009 also.
Cacophony. Excuse me, Mr. School Teacher. Principal. Get a shot of this.
It is my job.
Confidence, correct.
That is good.
Did you get some of this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you didn't. It's really nice. Get some more. Have some more. Oh, there you go. You gotta spin it. You gotta.
Yeah, I don't see catastrophe all over that. You know,
Catastrophe.
Yeah.
ever since Matt saw the movie with Tom Cruise, Cocktail,
Oh, yeah.
he's been practicing his moves. Okay, well, we'll be walking around a little bit more later because some other people here brought their home brews, and we'll walk around and try them out. But this is all we got from New Glarus, and it's pretty good.
Excellent.
It's great stuff. So, thank you, New Glarus.
Thank you. Sorry for the insults about your.
Shut up. All right, well, I'm back here with Jeff, and we got his beer to a boil now, theoretical boil.
And I'm going to take it from there. We just had a long discussion between a lot of the guys here as to what is a boil. And it's a matter of, if you don't get that chinchilla out of my face, I'm going to eat. Anyway, it's a matter of when does the boil start. When everything's boiling and it's 212, and several of us are in the corner of the boil starts after the hot break, meaning all that foamy stuff breaks and you have liquid. Sorry about that. I'm allergic to hot break, by the way.
He's allergic to chinchillas.
Yeah, that's probably it. Oh, God, it smells like Deborah? No, wrong. Anyway, we just hit the hot break. It all broke out. I set the timer. So we're going with that. That's how I was taught from what I've read from the guys. And so we're moving right along. We're a little low on our initial volume. So I got the boil down as low as respectable with the lid off so we don't get the DMS issues, which is great about a club brew. You get opinions and input.
It's like PMS for men.
No, it's not. Dimethyl sulfide. It's a terrible thing, and it has to come off. Now, how much you need to open it and all that, it's debatable. So we kind of compromise. I turned the heat way down. It doesn't sound like it. And we left the lid off. So
like
we
it's
get rid of
gonna
it. So that's the deal.
Well, it's looking good.
Smells great.
This did not have a 60-minute hop addition.
No,
right?
and that's kind of unusual. There's no bittering hops, so there's no bitterness to the beer. It's a malty beer, and we have a 40-minute Tettnanger and then a 30-minute Liberty, but only 2 ounces each for a 10-gallon.
Nice.
So there's not a lot to it. Those are, like in the Noble family, 5%ers. So there's not a lot of hops there, just a little flavor. So
And
we'll see how it
I
goes.
can't wait to try this thing.
Well, you're going to have to because
know.
it's 2 weeks primary and 6 weeks secondary lagering, and
Well, yeah, but it's going to be in my garage.
oh, that's right. That's right.
Don't worry, I won't tap it.
Oh, we got guests showing up.
So, I'll check back with Jeff a little bit later, and after his beer gets going.
You got it.
Bye. Okay, well, we're done brewing. We have an Oktoberfest fermenting at 46 degrees in the wine cooler, and in 2 weeks we'll transfer that for lagering at 35 degrees for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we'll be bottling and drinking it just in time for October.
Yeah.
So,
And that was kind of the point. We did a step mash, an infusion, where you reach a certain temperature and then hotter water raise the temperature, and then we have to chill it rather than normal, 75 or ambient temperature, and they had the yeast. We had to chill it down through an ice bath to draw the wort down to a cooler temperature before adding the yeast. And what we've done is also kept the yeast in the fridge to keep it at a symbiont temperature. Main thing is you want the yeast at the same temperature, and we got it pretty darn close. So hopefully they don't get shocked. It's our first attempt, so yeah, I got my fingers crossed.
we also tried some great new Glarus beer and some Stranahan's whiskey. Stranahan, we didn't put that on camera, but we did. We tried some Stranahan's whiskey from Colorado. We had some of your, I don't know what you call it, but it's not your ballsack IPA.
Oh no,
It's your double
my
IPA.
newest IPA, and it's huge. It's fun. Good, good reviews. Those are fairly simple, actually, compared to something like this. That's a 10%. This is a 5. So alcohol-wise, it's a bigger beer, but this technically is a lot harder. It really is. You got to get
Colder temperature.
Yeah.
That's the main. That's the main
gotta
thing.
follow it, and so we followed Jamil's recipe, and I got my fingers crossed.
All right. Well, that wraps up this month's brew meeting, and we'll see you next month, which for us is next week. So keep drinking great beer.
Keep growing better beer.
This is a very good point to make here. And you don't have a real
I gotta pet my chinchilla.
DNS. Okay, when you use barley,
Get closer to the
but when you use
Get on your knees and tell me what that means.
Look at the size of that chinchilla.
the composition of what you're going to
All right,
get out
well,
of it.
I'm back with here with Jeff, and we got